Is this where Pyramid Head comes in? It is. What is he doing? Why is he not just destroying it? It's the same mannequin enemy he's been dealing with the whole time, and he's just walking up to it slowly. Like, why? Why is he doing that? It's so weird. And he's gonna shoot Pyramid Head through the closet with his pistol. I remember that from Silent Hill 2 OG. What's with the weird motions? What's that symbolic of? Is that like Silent Hill having trouble keeping the iconography of Pyramid Head intact because like the mind is not very good at like keeping an image in its head properly? I mean, I don't get it. It's just shooting directly into its face. I'm surprised you would think that would be effective. And okay, it seems to do something, but it was very delayed. That is a condition you see a lot in cartoons and anime and shows where like certain individuals register pain very late. I don't know why that happens. But was Pyramid Head in some kind of deep state of mind? And as soon as his conscious mind took hold, he started to register the pain. I don't get it. And it makes no sense for a manifestation to do that. And also, James fired way more shots into Pyramid Head than just like 3 shots here. He fired way more shots. He fired, I would say, almost a full magazine. And also, he actually found a magazine inside of the closet he was in, and he used that magazine, loaded it into his pistol, and then shot Pyramid Head. But it looks like they got rid of that magazine. Handkerchief. There's some kind of symbol on it. Haven't I seen that symbol before? Oh, I remember this from the trailer, yeah. He doesn't even question why it's designed like this. Otherworldly. Enter the Otherworld for the first time. But the sirens never sounded. How are we in the Otherworld if the sirens never sounded? And why isn't James saying anything? He's making no visible reaction to the Otherworld. Is it real? Is his prefrontal cortex reduced in its activity, so he's just blindly accepting it? He probably notices the inconsistency, but he's not saying anything? I don't get it. Well, this is definitely a lot more tense than the original Silent Hill 2. Like, this is actually intimidating. Because I'm having to check every single corner. Every spot where the enemies could be. You don't know if mannequins are hiding around corners or anything. I really feel like the emphasis on combat and the focus on making the enemies dangerous just elevates the survival horror aspect greatly. Not just mindlessly running through everything. Just trying to figure out how to get past the enemies while they're being stupid or just anything like that. You know, these actually feel like enemies compared to the original Silent Hill 2. Oh, what? How does that hit me? Was it spreading? I gotta tell you, learning the spawns is going to be an experience. Oh! See, like... the camera is just such a big problem when you're trying to fight the enemies, because it keeps getting in the way. And because James is on the left-hand side of the screen, if the enemies are on the left-hand side of the screen as well, I can't see what they're doing. The environment obstructed me just then. I like fighting these mannequins, but the environment is just not suitable for those kind of encounters, especially when the camera is screwing with you. Okay. How does that even, like, catch James's attention? That there's a key in there? I don't get it. Does it really have to cut to black like that? That looked really jarring. Okay, apparently this is significant, and isn't this another coin puzzle thing? What is she doing in the other world?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. I'm James.
Angela.
Angela. Okay.
Why is he acting like he hasn't met her before? He's not gonna say, "Don't you remember we met at that cemetery?" I mean, why is he not saying anything?
Really? What's the point? It's easier just to run. Maybe it's all we deserve.
She talks funny here.
I don't know why I think she's here.
Yeah, you don't know why she's likely here in this place infested with manifestations. It's just so odd. I mean, you'd think he'd show more concern for her if he's been dealing with these manifestations, but he's just so calm right here. It's weird. What is even the difference between the overworld and the otherworld? If enemies are on both sides, what purpose does the otherworld serve exactly? Oh, this is where you fought Pyramid Head. This was the original boss arena for Pyramid Head. You'd fight him here in the original Silent Hill 2. Except this area here was flooded. So that's a complete subversion of expectations. I mean, I already knew that Pyramid Head would be fought in a different area in Silent Hill 2 Remake, but I didn't expect that we'd go here. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again, guys. This game is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. This is surprising for a Silent Hill game to be this fun. I still don't know how this compares to Dead Space Remake, because Dead Space Remake is a lot of fun. And it has improved storytelling, improved enemy placements, improved mechanics compared to Dead Space 1. But we'll have to see by the end. This is definitely a better boss fight than the original. You could just stand in front of the pyramid face and just melee him. And it was very, like, odd looking. I mean, it's good because it saves time, but I don't know if that's what the developers intended on you doing. It still might be time-based. Maybe damage just speeds it. Yep! It's time-based. It's time-based, definitely. So I'm not wasting ammo against him. Wow, his weapon doesn't collide against the geometry, which is stupid. I always hate it when games never put in, like, collision detection between the enemy's weapon and the environment. Whoa! 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 He was trying to grab me just then. Gotta watch his animations carefully. Whoa! I thought he was doing the horizontal attack. The sirens aren't sounding for some reason. Yeah, it's timed, it's timed, it's timed. No point wasting ammo here. I still wonder what the whole psychological significance of the sirens is. If it's even psychological, because I believe the sirens are in every Silent Hill game. Yeah, that was a pretty good boss fight. Far more engaging than what happened in Silent Hill 2 OG. This might be the best Silent Hill game ever made, honestly. It's a good thing I saved my ammo on Pyramid Head. I don't think I would have stood a chance against the upcoming encounters without this much pistol ammo. Yeah, I genuinely like this game more than Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. I mean, obviously with Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's obvious why it would be better. Because Resident Evil 4 Remake is a bad title. It's so much of a pre-alpha. Made so much of a mockery of the lore, the characters, and the gameplay mechanics. And why are we seeing this now? So if they're making brochures, does that mean this curse or whatever over Silent Hill, is it just something that occurred because of the cult? I don't get it. I did also get the bonus content, guys. I don't know why it's its own separate application. But is that bonus content related to Maria? I don't know what it is.
No, my
Really, why is it playing jazz? I hate this.
life.
Like, who in their right mind thinks it's a good idea to put jazz music like this in a survival horror game, especially in this kind of disconnected scenario? Like, it's so weird. I really do not understand what they're thinking with this kind of jazzy music stuff. Like, why is jazz music so synonymous with Silent Hill? It's honestly cringe for a survival horror series to embrace such music like that. If you're going to embrace music, at least time it properly. Like, I think a great example that comes to mind is Resident Evil Revelations 2, when you get to the Wallsec area, and you meet up with Gabe and Pedro, and Pedro accidentally activates that music, and it's like a nice change of pace because you're together with the other members of Terra Save. And I actually like that music that plays, and there's no other scenario that comes to mind. But you know that kind of music feels like it's properly timed, but this just feels weird and out of nowhere, especially after we just fought Pyramid Head. I hate this music so much.
Sorry, I got confused.
Okay, I'm turning this off. I do not want to hear stupid jazz music playing.
So, what did the letter say?
He's just disclosing private information on Mary to this random woman.
Hey,
God, his beard looks very weird at that camera angle. Like certain hair follicles are thicker than usual. It's weird.
there's this one place.
What kind of place?
The kind two lovers might call special.
What, did James just forget what his special place was and is now relying upon the input from this woman to find out where Mary is?
I'm just messing with you.
Yes, that's exactly what we need right now. In this survival horror game, we've just been dealing with so many manifestations. We've met all these characters that were distressed. I mean, aside from that little girl, I don't know her name. How weird. Like, at least Ada can actually act this way, and it feels right for Resident Evil with the timing of everything. And plus, we already know Ada's character very well. We know she was a member of a Chinese crime syndicate, and eventually she found work with Albert Wesker, and she's done all sorts of activities throughout the Resident Evil universe. And New Capcom completely ruined her in Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 4 Remake.
You're coming with me? Can't you just tell me where it is?
You're just gonna leave me here?
And what is it about these character interactions where they take the time to be like, oh, are you just gonna leave it behind? Are you sure you're gonna be all right on your own? Why are they even like taking the time to address all that? I get why James would ask if you're gonna be okay by yourself or something like that, but I just can't help but feel like the developers are only putting in such moments to be like, oh, this is why you can't have someone with you. But I know we are going to be with Maria temporarily in this game, and that was the case in Silent Hill 2 OG. James is already assuming that this person is going to be left alone, just like what happened with Eddie and Angela. So he's just moving on from here. Wow.
You loved her, didn't you?
You loved her. I mean, he got a letter from her. I'm surprised she would even ask that kind of question. And then conveniently, like, the little girl was asking the same question. I'm surprised he hasn't voiced anything right now, or is his brain not working properly because of Silent Hill's supernatural influence.
Whoa! Hey! Why'd you do that?
And she has, like, no emotion when she's speaking, too.
Thank you. Hey, you think I'd look good in this one? Well, not quite the ringing endorsement, but hey.
It's so weird. I genuinely do not understand how they could have this kind of actress talking like this. I mean, everyone in the Silent Hill series just talks so weirdly. I just don't get it. Whoa, what the hell? Why'd she teleport?
James, your wife, what was she like? Or is
It literally sounds like she's just reading from a script. This actress, she just sounds so weird when she's talking. Oh, what do we have here?
I'm fine.
How on earth did you get caught by that?
Yay.
Really, after that, you want to say yay? I do not like Maria's voice actress.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's just... This place just gives me the creeps.
You don't know why? You just said you were dealing with monsters! God, her writing is not good. At the moment, it's really bad.
So, James. 3 years?
What the hell?
That's a long time. What will you tell her if...
The voice acting is so bad right now.
That I love her.
Oh, then... Lucky her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Like I said, 3 years is a long time. This should not be here.
Her voice is so bad. I don't know who's worse. This actress or the actress that played Ada Wong in Resident Evil 4 Remake. God, they just do not sound concerned whatsoever about the threat around them. It's like this dialogue was not meant for this kind of hectic section. It was meant for a different section. Like, why is the voice acting so bad? Of course she has a lockpick. Why would she not? How fortunate that that door was not locked from the other side. I really do not understand why this introduction to Maria's character is so weird. Alright, I'm not hearing stupid jazz music right now. Screw this.
I was just kidding.
Wow, you went from being so
What is
panicked to this kind of
This-
moment.
Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
You didn't sound so concerned in the prior cutscenes, dude.
This place, this whole thing, it's like a nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess this place is getting to me, too.
Oh my god. You're not gonna mention the Otherworld? See, this is the kind of, like, weird stuff with the dialogue that is just prevalent throughout the Silent Hill series, and it just bugs me to no end. Even after everything he's gone through, he's just making these redundant lines like this.
You know, for thinking she could be here.
Well, then who sent you that letter, dude?
Something to take the edge off.
In Sebastian's case, he would have taken coffee. I genuinely do not understand how I'm meant to feel anything right now. I don't feel any sense of camaraderie because of the way the writing has been and with the way the screenplay has been. And how has this place not succumbed to the Otherworld's effect? I mean, why is the Otherworld so temperamental when it chooses to come? I don't understand. Yeah, in this department, Dead Space Remake is better because at least its storytelling and writing is way better than this. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. I've enjoyed this game, but the writing of certain characters and then the way the lines are written, it's just so weird. Could you move, please? I'm really not that invested with Silent Hill's story, because Silent Hill 2 is just so isolated from the rest of them. I mean, each Silent Hill game feels very isolated from the others.
The woman never lost hope.
Is this even a real legend, or is this something that James's subconscious has accidentally created? I don't know. I can't tell if this is meant to relate to James in some way, or to at least
lead him to shore.
Mary.
Come on.
You don't seem that much in a hurry to investigate a scream. He's going to worry about a scream, actually, and just leave, like, Eddie and Angela to themselves. This part of the game is pretty boring. It's a lot of, like, exposition that in any other game, it'd be fun to listen to, like, to go through. But in this, it just feels pretty tiresome, honestly. It's probably meant to be this massive break moment from the game because of how long you spent in those apartments. Like, I'm just not getting anything from the dialogue here that's that important to note. And the acting is just weird, and nothing about this part just feels compelling to me. That's worth, like, replaying for this specific section.